So on a very good day, a client requested for this beautiful red dress. I went to the market and got the materials for the dress. I sat down to work immediately. In this video, I will take you all through the process of remaking this dress, and in return, you're going to let me know whether this is a hit or a miss. Thank you. Hey people, what's popping? Killing Shella, again the name, eh? Let's go there. Okay, wonderful people, beautiful people. It is your favorite Achalugo, Chidera Giselle, on the microphone. If you are new to my channel, I am Chidera Giselle, a Nigerian lifestyle vlogger living in Owerri, Imo State. Welcome to my channel. So you guys, from the title and thumbnail of this video, you know what is about to go down. So I'm going to be attaching the picture I'm trying to achieve on this screen. So I'm currently stepping out now. I'm going to DHL office. I got my TIN and business registration like a month ago and I've been procrastinating, so I just want to go and get done with the DHL, register myself with DHL so that I'll be able to do worldwide delivery. So if you're here seeing this video and you need any of my pieces, any of my fashion pieces, just send me a DM on Instagram or an email and I'm going to get it across to you. So ladies and gentlemen, shall we? So I filled a form for the account opening at this point, but they said it was going to take a few weeks for the account to be opened and they will send me a message through email. So I'm still waiting for the message, but I successfully went to DHL and did everything that was required. So I got to this part of Douglas Market called More Lane. It's the line for tailoring materials, anything tailoring, weaving, but it was anything concerning making clothes and all of that. Is More Lane that is the biggest place in Owerri. So I got the materials for the clothes and I headed back home. So you guys, oh my god, I left my window open. Oh gosh, let me close it. Okay, when I'm done saying what I want to say, I'll close it. So luckily I came back and I met power supply. Yeah, I met power supply. So I'm just going to plug my phone. I was planning to cut the clothes this evening. I was thinking that I would be back maybe around 4:35 so I can cut the clothes immediately I come back. But the time now should be around, sorry, let me check the time now. This is 5:46. Tomorrow morning I'm going to start work proper. Like I'm going to cut the clothes tomorrow and sew it tomorrow. So you guys, I'll see you later. So tailors in the house, what do you use for your cutting? Do you do pattern drafting or you just do freehand? I learned with freehand, like I draw everything, I use my tape and connect everything and I cut it out. But one thing I believe in dressmaking, tailoring and all of that is that the end justifies the means. As long as what you get at the end is fine and is neat, it's perfect, it's appropriate. I don't know the English to speak, but as long as what you get is appropriate, then it's fine. Whether you draft a pattern, whether you use freehand, no matter the method you use, the end justifies the means. So as I was cutting, I was taking a look at the cloth I was trying to get to make sure I don't miss any detail. After cutting, even if I'm going to the machine immediately, I still try to join everything together and tie them up so that I don't miss one thing, something does not get missing, one small hand or one small thing that you think is pieces and it may be an essential part of the cloth. So I just tie it together. You guys, just take a look at the mess I created with this cloth, especially the sequins. Like, look at how all of them were on the floor. Anyways, I swept everything off with a brush and I was off to the sewing machine. So you guys, I'm about to start sewing now. it's already afternoon. Yeah, it's afternoon. So this is past 2. I don't know if you can see it. 2:02. So I want to see how fast. I want to challenge myself. I want to see if I can conclude this in 3 hours. I want to see how fast I can make this. So, ladies and gentlemen, shall we? So you just saw me reeling some thread. I know most of you feel that this thread you see on top of the machine is the only thread tailors use as sewing. Someone once told me that she was surprised to see that there was thread under. Yes, there's thread under, so the two of them interlock and they make the stitches together. So if there's an issue with the thread at the underneath parts, the machine is not going to sew the cloth, or it's going to be giving you loose stitches, or if there's an issue with the one on top, so everything has to be working perfectly for you to have good stitches. So if you have ever taken sequins to your tailor, I guess your tailor must have complained to you that I'm going to increase the money for making this cloth though, because it will disturb me when I'm sewing. This is not a lie. And on this day, I was using the needle I had been using to make so many dresses. I didn't realize that the needle was not as sharp. The needle was still sharp, it was still good, but not as sharp as a fresh needle. So I was just struggling. I was so small, this thing will start hooking to be doing boom, 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 boom. I nearly fainted. Like, I spent almost 1 hour struggling with this thing until I changed my needle and it started sewing well a bit. Like, you guys, after making this cloth, I took it to the market to weave and everyone refused to weave it. They said they don't weave sequins, that it will spoil their machine. And you don't expect them to weave something that will spoil their machine when you're just giving them 100 naira or 15 naira for weaving. But it's a very, very beautiful material, because after sewing it, oh my god, it always looks so glorious. So it's worth every pain, it's worth every stress. So you guys, I've gone, should I say halfway? I don't know, quarter way. So this is the front of the cloth. This is a slit, that's why this place is open. When I'm about joining the front to the back, I'm going to pin up the slits so that I'll get the right measurement. And here's the back. Here is the back. Note that I've not tapped it, I've not trimmed, I've not done anything, so it may look tacky for now. The finishing will not be done today. Tailors in the house, let me know when you're making your dresses that the front is different from the lower part. Do you make the upper part separate and make the lower part separate, or you make it together just like as I've done? Like, I made the front separate and I made the back separate instead of making the top separate and the skirt separate. I made it this way because anytime I use that other method, I always find it hard to make amendments. Like, if there's any adjustment on the cloth, I'll have to loosen the joining first, then shape the front, or loosen then shape the upper part and loosen it, or shape the lower part and loosen it. Like, it's stressful, but for this one, it's just straight road. The only thing is that you have to be very, very careful about the sides so that they align. So at this point, I was already done with joining the front to the back, and it was time to join the sleeve. So this thing you're seeing now is the sleeve. I join my sleeve separately after doing the full dress. For some people, they join their sleeve to the full dress before coupling the dress, but I couple my dress first before I join my sleeve to it. So the full body and the sleeve took me about 4 hours, but I didn't do the finishing on this day because it was already around 6 o'clock in the evening and I was already exhausted. So I did the finishing on a separate day. So you guys, this is another day and I actually want to tack the clothes. So I'm going to use needle and thread. That's hand needle. I have my hand needle here, so let me bring it out. So I'll make use of this needle. I don't know if you can see it, with this thread. Then this cloth has some places that are still showing that shouldn't show. It should just be net. For instance, let me give an example with the hand of the cloth. I don't know if the owner of this cloth is to put on this cloth. You can see that the part where I joined the hand to the net is still showing here, and I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be inside. I want it to be perfect like this, instead of being like this. I don't know if it's clear. So I'm going to use the needle and tack it. I'll tack it in a way that the stitch, that's the thread, will not show outside. I'll tack it inside, and I'm going to do it for the waist part, the under bust part, and every other part of the clothes that needs tacking. And after that, I'm going to attach the bow tie, and I'll be literally done with this clothes. So at this point, I was making the bow tie. I put paper stay into it and I sewed the material on all four corners. Bow tie is basically making a rectangle. Yeah, making a rectangle, sewing it equal. Like, it's the easiest thing to make. Even if you're not a tailor, you can make it with needle and thread safe. Although sewing machine makes it faster to join the four edges. But I made the bow tie and I had to put on the clothes on the mannequin before I attach the bow tie to the cloth, so that I would know the right position to fix it. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our red sequence dress. Yay! So for the owner of this cloth, wanted a straight cut down. The person didn't want an A-line, because in the style I was trying to imitate, it was an A-line. That's the lower part was a bit flared, but this one is straight cut. And the person didn't want a neck that would be sweetheart. She just wanted the neck to be slightly curved. So I made the neck slightly curved, and the shoulder of this cloth is looking like it's beyond the shoulder, because the shoulder of this mannequin is really narrow. It's around 12 or 13, and the shoulder of the owner of the dress is 15, so that's why it's looking this way. But basically it has the same appearance with the dress. It is literally the picture the person brought for the style. So it's what I ordered versus what I got, and I feel that's one thing about what I ordered versus what I got. You don't necessarily have to do exactly what is in the picture. You can vary it based on your body shape, your taste, your size, your skin color, and whether you like opening your body more or something. Like, it must not be exactly the same thing with what you have seen in the picture. Just do it in a way that it will be very similar and mind-blowing, like what you want. So let me know in the comment section if this is a hit or a miss, if it comes close to what I was trying to get. And yeah, this cloth is literally almost the same with sewing with Ankara, but I had to handle this one with extra care because of the net, and because sequence is not so easy to handle. It gives headache sometimes, but I feel the outcome, the end justifies the means. The end makes it worth every stress. Yeah, so the tacking, as you guys can see, this was why I tacked. You can see that it looks so neat. It doesn't look like there was any joining. I used the needle to push it inside. Some people make use of hemming gum, but I used the needle to do mine, and you can see the neck too and the puffy hand. So you guys, this is going to be it for this video. Thank you also so much for your love and support. Thank you, and I'm going to be seeing you in my next video. For now, bye, kiss kiss, love ya.